He's got me running all over Delta, right? To see every train he can see. And he loves steaming. Loves steaming. Mind the shot?
No, you're good.
I can move over to this seat if you want.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Waterloo Central Railways. Time is 1:30 today, and we're departing the market, heading northbound now, all the way to Elmira. Of course, we'll be passing through the St. Village of St. Jacobs on the way, and rolling through the beautiful Mennonite farmland. Of course, we have that beautiful sun out right now. Luckily, those clouds moved away a little earlier today, so we're going to get a beautiful view of the countryside. Now, I do have to go over a couple of our COVID policies on board the train here. Now, we're all double vaxxed, because of course, you do check that before you get on the train. I do ask that you keep your masks on at all times on board the train. There'll be no eating or drinking on the train. Now, hopefully we'll be changing up some of those policies going into the summertime. That's something for all our passengers to keep in mind. We are federally regulated, meaning we follow all those federal laws. Those provincial laws don't quite have an effect on us, so to say. Anyway, so hopefully we'll be reducing some of the restrictions. The best thing to describe us is very similar to Via Rail. So Via Rail has a policy, we're probably going to have a very similar policy on board our train here. However, with that over and done with, you guys can sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride today. If you have any questions at all, believe me, I want some amazing questions today. You're more than welcome to ask myself or any one of my onboard crew, and we'll be more than happy to help you out. of many Mennonite farms, of course, to the left and right. We're going right through the middle of this farm. So, of course, these Mennonites along here, they keep a lot of these old machinery and whatnot, maybe for some spare parts, or maybe some of them it does still use. Now, of course, in the region of Waterloo here, we have our old order Mennonites and our new order Mennonites. Now again, the farmer passing through now is an old order Mennonite farm. Either side. You'll notice his fields are on either side of the tracks there. So you will see his tractor going over the railway tracks when he does need to access his other fields. Now, as I mentioned, he's an old order Mennonite. So he lived very traditional to the Mennonite way. Of course, as an example, you've most likely seen them on the region already, but the horse and buggies going around. You might see one trotting along the road out there, or maybe through some of those farmers. Those old Mennonites, that's how they're going to get around. Of course, either a horse and buggy, their own 2 feet, or in the Mennonite community, biking is very, very popular. That's one thing you might see even traveling through the countryside, is some of these bike repair shops sitting around. Now you might be wondering, well, why in the middle of the country? Well, these Mennonites, they bike through the country, right? So when their bike breaks down, they might actually need to stop over at some of these local farms to fix it up. Now, of course, you'll see them working in the fields. A lot of these old order Mennonites do own the farms along here and will work in the fields. One thing you'll notice about those tractors is, well, where did the cab go? Well, the old order Mennonites around here, one of their roles in their Mennonite community is they cannot have a cab on their tractor. So you will see them order brand new John Deere tractors. They say, hey, hold the cab. Now, some of them do live without electricity and without a cell phone in their pocket, but there is some sort of a spectrum. Some of them do have electricity. For an example, some of these old order Mennonites even drive internal combustion vehicles. Now, one stipulation, if they do own that vehicle, is it must be a black vehicle. For an example, they can drive a black Toyota Camry, no problem. If it's red, no, you can't drive a red Toyota Camry.
Forgot about how bad the pitching is terrible, eh?
Now you might be wondering, an old order Mennonite, well, it must be a new order Mennonite, right? And you're right.
This is not fun.
New order Mennonites. Now these new order Mennonites live a lot more modernly. They're going to be driving those blue Toyota Camrys, no problem. I think I said red earlier. They have electricity going to their house, and believe me, they do like their air conditioning as well. They got a cell phone in their pockets, and they're going to dress a lot more casually, like you or I might on a casual day. Today's not my casual day. However, you're going to see those new order Mennonites own a lot of the businesses in towns as well. To keep up with other businesses, you usually have to have a cell phone in your pocket. So see if you can point that out. Going through the region today, as you can tell the difference between those old order Mennonites and those new order Mennonites. Now another example of an old order Mennonite is coming up on the right-hand side of the train and directing the train travel, the right-hand side there. Now that is one of our village old order Mennonites. You're going to see his field first. Now this little field fenced in right beside the tracks, that's where his horses are going to run around. He does use his horses to get around. He needs a little field. Now he's actually out and about today. You don't even see his horse and buggy parked in his driveway. New Sunday being, of course, the day of rest for the Mennonites. They take the day to not work. They must go out and just enjoy the day. So that's probably what he's out doing, trotting around the countryside in the beautiful sunny day we have today. Now, continuing through the village of St. Jacob, we have, of course, a landscaping company. So if you're looking for some patio stone this year, We do offer delivery trackside. I should say it's also a big price tag for renting our locomotive. And coming up also on the right hand side now is Fairway Lumber. Now the only reason I really point out this lumber yard, it's the only division of home hardware that still accepts rail traffic. You'll see that little siding there. And they usually get 1 or 2 freight cars every 2 to 3 weeks. And not too often, but it is once in a while. Now as we go bumping down these tracks, you may notice that it gets a little rocky and rolly sometimes. Well, the tracks we're riding on were built well over 100 years ago. That's right, over 100 years. The very first train ran on these tracks in 1891. Now that was the Waterloo Junction Railway. They planned this line to go all the way to Drayton, Ontario. However, the Waterloo Junction ran out of money in Elmira and was bought over by the Grand Trunk. Now the Grand Trunk decided, we're not expanding that any farther, didn't want to put the money into it, so this line always ended up there in Elmira. Now in Elmira, back until the 1930s, you would be able to catch a passenger train from Elmira, stopping at the village right here, going past the market. Now back then, believe me, it was not the St. Jacobs Market we know today. The only thing really there was a Heidelberg flag stop. And you might be wondering, well, what's a flag stop? It simply means you have to flag the train down in order for it to stop and you get on. Kind of similar to how your very local bus stop might work. Now, CN still operates freight services on this line to this day. From 11 p.m. to 4 a.m., you might hear them coming trundling up the tracks in order to do some freight work all the way up at the end of the line in Elmira. Now, I actually will be leaving you guys today. Unfortunately, I have to head off now, but my amazing onboard crew is going to be on here to help you and answer any questions you guys have. So I hope you have a great train trip today. If you have any questions, you let them know. They'll be more than happy to help. Other than that, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of your day today.
Hopper 6148. Still has the markings of Via Rail on it.
There's no road number there, 6148.
Well, it was usually 6148, but then it got renumbered to 9114. Apparently I actually have a model of 6148 in HO scale. Oh, was it a Via Rail livery?
this?
This is the Conestoga.
Conestoga?
I can see that they put like little toy trucks there.
More kids playing, yeah.
I think I can see a little cat going through the trees.
Is this it? This is the end? You want to film on the other side?
Yeah. No, I've never filmed on this side. I have filmed on that side before.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Yeah, when we were on BRDC back in October. Yeah, so I think it's probably better to be on this side since I never filmed from this side before. So
I wonder what this used to be.
I think it was used to be like some facility or something.
Well, there's a garden, there's a house there, but there's, you know, yeah, you know what? It looks like there was, you know, this might have been like a waste disposal or something at some point.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I could see a few.
I think there was waste disposal. Can you see the way they built it? It looks like you would dump stuff into the.
Yeah.
Right? See the railings there? They put dumpsters down there, and then the truck would come and pick up the dumpsters.
Yeah.
Right?
We actually got this from a company called Credit Valley. So they used to run here. 5 or 6 years ago, got these two. How's it go? We go through the same Jake. We actually got one.
How are you doing?
Good. Yourself?
Good. Thanks. Enjoying yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, enjoying it. Yeah, we came here to see the GMD1 running, so we were wanting to ride.
It's been on. This is the second or third week we've had it on.
Yeah.
The paint job looks nice.
Yeah, that's brand new.
Yeah, brand new.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing?
Are we going faster or free, guys?
Oh yeah. It's. I think if you go too fast in some sections, that's when you get all the wobble, right? If you slow it down,
They've
there's a lot of
replaced the shock absorbers on these, the bolster absorbers on these cups, but it's still over a certain speed.
Yeah.
But I think there's probably a certain speed where it actually smoothly done.
Yeah, Matt swears it gets better above 10 as well.
Yeah?
It's like, so it's right at line speed where these things get
Oh,
into
there's
their...
okay. So it's
these things get into their...
I just noticed when he slowed down, then it stopped the swing quite a bit. So yeah. But like it's an old track, right? So
Well, it's maintained, what, 50 miles an hour max, something like that, I think.
yeah.
We're 10, I think.
Yeah, but I think maintain about 50
Yeah,
miles.
I think if you ask Transport Canada,
For,
they'd
for,
say.
yeah, for a tourist railway though, you don't want to drive too fast because the ride will be over really quickly.
Yeah.
We're gonna speed up.
I've done a couple of great trips in England years back in 2009. I went over there, and they were running steam trains up the Cumbrian coast, and it was about a 50-60 mile run, and it was a regular scheduled run. It was slotted between regular passengers, and they little 260. They ran 55-60 miles an hour.
Really? Wow.
And if you can stick it,
Yeah.
and of course the scenery is
Beautiful, yeah.
They
Goes by pretty fast at 55 or 60.
They
though.
stopped that in 2010, but because it's they have that positive train
Fabrication is required, right?
Yeah,
Because you can't buy an off-the-shelf part.
It's got some new parts in it.
Oh, nice. So I have to look forward to coming up and having it pull the train again.
Yeah, number 9 is one of my favorite steam locomotives.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of ridden behind some pretty big steam, so to me it's still it's still a bit of a toy,
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I like steam, but
Who doesn't? Yeah.
I'm kind of more of like a diesel guy since mainly like I'm like the first and second generation diesels and.
Oh yeah. Well, you got to go to England. You blow your brains out.
Yeah.
I was there for 30 days and I had a Brit rail pass
Beautiful.
almost every day.
Yeah.
And I did the Welsh narrow gauge with the Byron Garretts, and then
I'd love to ride the what's it called, the
Tornado?
the Scottish
Flying Scotsman.
Flying Scotsman. Thank you.
When I was in the museum in New York, it had just been pulled in for something. They moved something and just pulled in for an overhaul. And also, when I was trying to New York, my train went they were pulling the Oliver Cromwell, the 462.
Yeah.
And I was over there in 2010, and the Tornado, the new book, was running on the West Somerset Railway, and I was hurrying trying to catch it, and I went over this bridge. I think I'm going to the place to watch it, which is on the, and I look over my shoulder as the Tornado goes that way.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much history there, and they have quite
Well, they have
a lot of vintage metal running there. Yeah.
They're working on the third, and they're building a rare Grizzly 282.
Yeah,
It was a really obscure engine. They rebuilt years later, and yet with this, they're going to spend like $8 million in this thing.
Wow.
It's about half done now.
Wow. Only half
But
done.
they're amazing. The other view is that some of these branch lines were bought intact. They closed, and the infrastructure carries almost 500,000 people a year.
Wow.
So it's big business.
Yeah, for sure. Of course, if they're restoring things that cost $8 million just to get halfway done, you've got to have the ridership to support that, right?
The thing is that you can. There's about 300. There's probably in excess of 300 steam locomotives operating.
Wow, operational, yeah.
And probably another 100 waiting to be overhauled or whatever.
Wow.
And then the vintage diesels,
Yeah.
Oh,
You planning on heading over again?
I would have gone this. I'm gonna go. Hope to go next summer. Yeah.
Next summer, yeah. Well, I mean, the pandemic obviously has a curve.
And then the Harry Potter train. I mean, that's spectacular.
Yeah, my daughter wants to go on that one.
Yeah. You can book it right from here. And, But I mean, that whole. I mean, even.
Where does that one depart from?
Well, from Fort William to Mallet.
Okay.
But, I mean, the trip out of Glasgow, the scenery is gorgeous. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, I look forward to it when we can finally make it over there and do that. Yeah.
But I mean, it's just there's a railway city called York. It's where the museum is. It's on the main line, East Coast main line. It's a railway junction, and it's about the size of Kitchener. And there's a plaque that says, through these, and it's like 11, it's bigger unit stations. Through these platforms pass 450 odd trains a day.
Wow.
That was like in 2009.
Wow.
It's
That's incredible.
The frequency of service is amazing.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I was annoyed. I had given some bad information on I missed the connecting train. And when otherwise, so there'd be another one along in 10 minutes. I said, I'm going to be in Canada, we'll like come back tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Fantastic.
We got to come back and we have a steamer running.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
we will be.
That's a pretty cool view, so we can head in though.
Yeah, it looks great too with the new paint job.
Yeah.
Looks great.
You hear the story in that one? Well,
I've heard a few
it was,
things.
I don't know, somebody had said, today to us by saying it's the last, I believe it was the last operating GMP1 they ran it.
Really?
Because I photographed it in last winter in Guelph various times, because a couple of ran locally. So we got it made this, but they,
Not a lot of snow left, eh?
Yeah.
You can see there's still some remnants down here, but not that much. If the temperatures keep staying above zero, it'll be gone soon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, spring is coming up soon too. So.
Today is the first day of spring, though.
Yeah. Looks like someone's not happy. like we're going over the Conestoga River again.
What's that?
We're going over the Conestoga River all the way back.
You sure this is the Conestoga?
Yep, this is the Conestoga River. I can see that probably some people on the bridge that are watching the train going over.
What's that?
I can see some 4 people down there.
Oh, on the bridge, yeah.
Yeah. No, on the bridge there, beside the road.
Oh, looks like air cadets almost. Eh? Didn't know there was a path back there, eh?
Yeah, there is a path back there.
Oh, there's a house there. A house there. Isn't this the St. Jacobs Station?
Yep, this is the St. Jacobs Station near where we were just at before we went for lunch and went on the train.
You got a nice TH&B caboose.
Yep, I actually have a model of a TH&B caboose. I custom painted mine. Like, it was usually a C&O caboose, but like the paint was just starting to wear off, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna make it into a TH&B caboose since it looks more similar. So it doesn't have the decals on yet, but one day I like to find decals for it and make it looking like that caboose. So.
Oh, this is a school.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised that the school is even here. Surprised it's right next to tracks. If we lived here and if I went to Fiscal, I would be catching the Waterloo Central Railway every single day. If they
Well, it doesn't run every day.
Yeah.
Doesn't run.
Yeah, they run like every weekend and every Thursday, I think.
Well, they said they're going to run the today's the last day,
Yeah.
and then April 23rd and the 24th,
Yeah.
and then I think in May
Yeah.
they start during the summer.
Right. come back.
Or are we going all the way down to Northfield and then back again? I did not know we were going back.
Yep, someone's not happy again.
What's that?
Someone's not happy again. Yeah, we're building a whole new pathway down here.
Yeah.
This is new to us. I never seen this pathway before. Yeah.